Hello, everybody.
Welcome to another episode of Two Guys and the Couch.
Let me get comfortable. You see this?
Get comfortable, but
Ooh.
Danny the Manny, as I like to say, the best things happen outside of your comfort zone. You
Uh,
already know it, baby.
you seem a little bit too excited today. What's up with the energy? Is it because we're gonna present to everyone our secret guest today?
Today, not today, but a guest star is in the making, ladies and gentlemen. We're gaining popularity.
I'm sorry, bro. Not tonight. All right, not tonight.
Why do you think it's a bro? It might be a sis. You don't know.
How do you identify? Oh wait, what did you say? What did you say? Uh huh. Shh. Uh huh. Shh. Okay. Okay.
So tell me, Danny,
It,
how was your day? Happy Monday, by the way, to you too, ladies and gentlemen. We love you all.
We love you all. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Two Guys Getting It On. Wait, no, I'm sorry, that's wrong. That was for a different podcast I was on. No, Two Guys on the Couch. As
Danny,
actually,
Danny.
I we have an interesting discussion for you guys today that we want you to engage with us. So I will be honest and direct. I am 40 years old and I am living my life to the T's. It is the most amazing experience.
No way, you're
My,
40.
yeah, bro.
Get out of here, bro. I wouldn't give you a day over 31.
I was gonna say 39, but thank you though. Nonetheless, so my boy right here is barely entering his 30s, and so we have this interesting perspective where two different bachelors who live a completely different lifestyle. The bachelor on my right is
Which one? The
that
guest star or the
no
one
the,
to
no
your
the,
farce, right?
no the guest star is being quiet. I honestly think he might fall asleep. I'm like, bro, wake up. But nonetheless, the bachelor on my right lives by himself, has been living by himself for the past decade, and
More than a
thriving
decade,
in,
but
huh?
more than a
I'm
decade.
sorry, more than a decade, and has been thriving nonstop. Successful job, successful friends, successful everything.
Humbleness is the key, Danny the Manny.
Humbleness is the key. And throughout all of that, he's still living by himself. So now, contradictory to that particular scenario, I currently have my parents living with me.
At age
Uh,
40?
yes, at age 40, because that's how
Shocking.
I
Wow, you must
mean,
love your parents very
oh, I
much.
love my parents. My parents are the best in every single way. So, nonetheless, I live
Mm.
with them. So, once again, bachelor, successful in my own way. Um, Also, all into danger, excitement, all that stuff. At the same time, also more or less live by myself. Even though my parents are there, but I live by myself. So here's the quandary that we're gonna pose today and discuss. And the quandary is it better to live by yourself or is it better to live with your parents? Go ahead, bro. Tell me why it's good to live by yourself. Like what are the benefits?
The benefits is freedom.
Okay, keep going. That's it. That's all you have to say. It's just freedom.
You're your own boss. You make your own rules. No one's gonna tell you that you did not put your jacket in the closet, or your shoes are in the wrong place, or your socks are all over the floor. You're just your own boss, and you have to motivate yourself. And it has its ups and downs. And throughout this pandemic, it actually made me realize that it's good to actually be with your family. So I think, Danny, you are doing the correct thing. Good for you. But also, it's time for you to explore and live on your own and figure things out and see how it is, because it's going to make you into a stronger human being, and it's going to help you learn more about yourself, because right now you're kind of being guided and blinded in a way, because you have your mom's presence there and your dad's presence who can give you guidance all the time, or who could tell you, like, hey, your room's a mess, clean it. But when you're on your own, you have to figure things out on your own. Or when you have guests over and you feel uncomfortable, and then you're like, okay, I'm sorry that my house is a mess. I have to tidy it up for next time. And you have to cook yourself, clean yourself. I personally clean myself and cook myself at times, but sometimes job can get busy. God bless my aunt for always having food no matter what. So I wouldn't say like leave your parents far away. You can live in the same building. That's a huge plus, of course. But just get your own place. Make it into a sexual bachelor pad like mine. By the way, Danny Demani, thank you for giving me that help and that thoughts,
You mean
that
inspiration?
inspiration and motivation. Danny Demani made me motivate my apartment. It's a bachelor pad, and it's always a vibe I hear from people. So thank you for that. By the way, a little remodeling is gonna be in the process, as you can see behind Danny Demani. My wall cracked, and I'm very upset about that.
That's
So
because he got jiggy in the bed, and the whole apartment felt it.
yeah, unfortunately, that was not the case.
You
But
know, my
fortunately,
boys are Leos, so they can get a little
speaking of Leos,
freaky.
I got a new
Wait.
Leo ring
Oh, very nice. You
with the
finally.
red eyes, ladies and gentlemen, because my last one that I showed in my last podcast got lost in the grocery store, just fell. So whoever found it, you're welcome. Please return it to Lost and Found.
But you saying you're welcome, you're telling them it's okay to keep it. But then you're like, please return it to lost and found. Nonetheless, so now, not going off too much of tangent, right? So you said it's good to live on your own because one, you have your freedom. Two, no one is telling you what to do. Three, you learn how to take care of yourself. You learn how to cook. You learn how to clean. You learn to pay your bills, and you learn to be independent every single way. Plus, you can bring girls to your place whenever you want to have stay-at-home dates, which
Yeah,
were
those
very
are more
vital.
ideal now.
Which were very vital during the stay-at-home era that we lived through last year.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Conversely, the benefits of living at home, especially if the goal is to not get laid all the time at home, is you get the emotional support.
Emotional support, the love,
That's
the
yeah,
feeling that someone cares about you, that they whatever they want what's best for you, they help out around the house, you have less chores.
actually no, nobody helps out the house. So here's the difference. The only difference between the way you lead your life and the way I lead my life
Hmm.
is that I have the emotional support. As in, I can go talk to my mom and dad about anything, and they'll sit there and listen to me. So I have this. So during the pandemic, wow, which I think a lot of people did, but during the pandemic, a lot of people moved back into the house. They moved
Yeah.
in with their parents because being at home for 3 months by yourself, as we had to do, uh, can drive a person insane. Like even you, when you were home, I presume when you were home for 3 months by yourself, you still went to visit your aunt and your uncle and so on.
Yes, with my mask on, and I did not go over for the Shabbat dinners and stuff like that
Speak
because
Shabbat dinners is what Jewish people do on Friday and Saturdays.
yeah. Thank you for the
It's like Thanksgiving for Jews
clarification. Yes, we
every
have that
weekend.
every Friday, and Saturday. So yeah, but we eat chicken. We only eat turkey on Thanksgiving. So turkey has a break from us.
So then the other point of contention that it could be like, oh, well, Danny, you can bring a girl home. And the thought goes that if she's someone I want my family to meet, I'd rather bring her home with my parents there so they can meet her and get a chance to know her right away and continuously as I continue to date the person. So this way, it's never a surprise for them. So, in my perspective, like everyone says, oh, but you can't do anything on your own. The truth of the matter is, I do everything on my own. And having parents in my area, they're my biggest cheerleaders, and they always push me to be better.
Ye-
While if you live on your own, who pushes you?
You gotta push yourself, man. Yeah. Sometimes Danny pushes me, but the motivation and the desire to just get up and do it's like sometimes it's a mission. But what you were saying, Danny, about your cheerleader and all that, there are some pluses and minuses. For
Hmm.
example, you do save money because you don't have to worry about mortgage payments or rent or whatever you were at,
Unless you're actually paying it.
unless you're helping your parents pay, but it's still not the full amount.
Mm-hmm.
Your parents pay some percentage. Let's not go there. You know that's true.
Ooh.
I
Wow. Well,
mean,
they have to pay for
yeah,
food, so there's that.
exactly. So That's that. And also, some girls might feel like, dude, you're 40, time to move out, time to be independent, time to
So
get your shit
I do have an
together.
answer for that. I have no problems moving out. I would love to move out, but the thing is, I want to move out once I find the right person and get a place together with her and set up,
Hold
and
up a
then
second, hold up a second.
okay, okay, all
Don't you
right.
want to figure out yourself on your own first, alone, rather than wait until you find somebody that you want to move out and live with? Because then you're going to find out your flaws by yourself with her, and she's going to think that maybe you have some kind of an OCD thing or stuff like that. Wouldn't you want to be self aware of your flaws, and then that way you tell your future person that you're going to live with, by the way, I have OCD. I check if I lock the door 500 times a day, or I wash my hands with soap, or I'm a clean freak. I need to dust my apartment, or whatever it is. Because right now, you probably don't realize these things because you're around people at home. But once you're alone, you figure this out. You're like, oh my God. I personally check if I lock the door like many times before I go to bed.
And that's why Boris is a Wall Street rising star because whenever he does anything, he always checks everything 25 times.
Yeah, I mean, do you think they hire uh, unintelligent people there? Come on, man.
So, my answer to your question is
Yes,
I
tell
actually
me.
know all my flaws.
Yeah?
Yes, and the reason is because everything in my house is done by me. When I say
Really? You don't
yes,
have a cleaning lady that comes over and cleans your
not
apartment.
my cleaning lady does not come over during Corona, and she hasn't come back. It's
So who
always
does
been
the cleaning now?
I do, and my iRobot.
So you dust,
I does.
you wash the bathroom, you wash the
Yeah.
kitchen.
I got a special thing for the bathroom. It's like a extended
What is it? Are we
brush.
sponsored by that or no?
No, we're not sponsored by
Okay,
that.
what company is it? Let's give
Hold
them
on
a
to one
shout
second.
out.
Dude, soon, you're gonna come out soon. Don't worry. So the thing is, I know exactly like my biggest. I actually tell people when I meet them, I'm like, I snore. I'm not gonna lie. I straight
Oh
out.
yeah, you do snore. I went to a couple of getaways, weekend
You
vacations, which
went. There was a different garbage back there.
he does snore like a chimney, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah.
Listen, when the guy gets tired and he's gotta sleep. But the thing is, I'm always honest. I'm extremely upfront and to the point with people. I tell them exactly how it is, and the thing is, I have no expectations of anything. Meaning that when I meet people, I tell them who I am. I listen to them. I get to know them. I grow with them, etc. And my thought has always been that I wanted to get a place with the girl I'm gonna be with. Because think about this. If I have my own place and I can't bring any or if I have my own place and the girl wants to go out, I'm like, "Yo, why don't you do this? Why don't we come to my house and we'll Netflix and chill?" And by chill I mean actually just relax. Be careful guys. It's not that type. It's not that
It's not
serious.
that type for Danny. Netflix and chill means actual Netflix and chill.
But what I mean is you bring her home, she comes over every single time, she gets comfortable, what's the desire? What's the push to get married? Why get married if you get everything? You know the old phrase, the adage that says, "Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free?" You ever heard that?
Someone still has to get the milk from the cow for you.
Correct. But the thing is, when milk is being brought to your house, why am I gonna go buy it? Do you
We were
follow me?
talking about that. It's a sense of entitlement that I told you about in the last episode about Amazon and it's being delivered to your door. So
But what I'm getting at is, if you're living on your own, and you bring girls to your house, or you bring a particular one girl to your house all the time, there is no desire to get married because you don't have to.
no, what do you mean?
What's pushing you? What's pushing you to get married?
If you enjoy her company and she enjoys your company, and she cannot stay over because
I'm
it's a
talking about the ones that can stay over. I'm talking about that can stay. I'm referring to the ones that can stay over with you for weeks on end without an issue, and eventually just move in. What is the restriction of her to move in with you besides you? What is the other restriction? There's no other restriction, right? No one's stopping you.
there's love and we want to
No,
love. We
no,
want
but
to make a family. We want to have kids.
I
So then we
understand.
get married.
But not everyone thinks like you.
Well, I'm looking for the girls that do think like
Yeah,
that.
I understand. This is not a dating show. This is a discussion between two adults who have two different types of living styles. What I'm saying is, by living in an environment where I still have my parents next to me, thankfully, thank you, Hashem. Um,
Hashem, what's that?
it's a name. It's the Jewish name for God.
Oh, okay. Thank you for explaining to our viewers. Why don't we let our viewers decide in the comments below? DM me or Danny Demani, Attorney Dan, Epic Motivation for All, Brucey Bruce, and let us know, what do you think? Should Danny, at his age, move out and get his own place and figure himself out by himself and get a bachelor pad? And is Brucey Bruce Sunglass Exclusive giving him some nice Albert
Constructive
Einstein
criticism.
advice? And do you think that it's good to live alone and be independent and just be apart a little bit from family? Because as I've learned, when you're apart to someone you love and you're not with them on a daily, you miss them more and you love them more and you want to spend time with them more.
Unless you actually know how to appreciate the person while they're with you. You see, they say that the heart grows fonder the longer you're away. But the truth of the matter is, you can love someone as long as you remember and appreciate them every single day, which is exceptionally hard because the more time we spend with people, we become complacent and we learn to take them for granted because we
Exactly.
know they're going to forgive us every single day. So, one of the reasons I appreciate my parents all the time is because I've gone to a lot of Broadway shows and I've read a lot of books, and there's one theme that seems to be universal, and the theme is appreciation of the parents who raised us, especially most of these stories, they always, the appreciation comes after the person has a very close fight with cancer or some type of a disease or they die or whatever it is. And it always has to be that someone has to pass away for people to recognize and appreciate the people that did the most for them. So I taught myself to on the daily appreciate and have a great relationship with my parents. And I also realized that they wished the best for me in every single way. Like I could have moved out when I was 30.
Don't you think they're annoyed a little bit by you? Like they want you out because they want to
You
enjoy
know what?
their time
You
together?
know,
I've been telling you that for years,
I'll
bro.
tell you this. I'll tell you this. They're not because the relationship I have with them is like a friendship. With I have a friendship with my mom and dad, and because I have that relationship, I extend their life
So
because
you think if you move out, you're gonna unextend their life?
no, my thing
What?
is they might have like I bring fun and excitement into their life. So
The
with
same way how you bring fun and excitement to this podcast?
I think so. I bring fun, excitement everywhere I go, no matter what. But yeah, I feel that by uh by being in their orbit, they get a chance to see how their son's growing up. They get a chance to see that he's not dealing with drama. They get a chance to see a person who more or less has it all together. So yeah, I honestly feel that like my parents are of the type that says only marry if the person wins your heart. Don't marry just to have kids. Don't marry just for the check mark. Don't marry for any of that reason. So again, I can move out tomorrow, but I know what's gonna happen if I move out
I
and I
think
live on
you're
my own.
scared to move out.
No, I
I think
just
it's
no no
fear.
no
You're
no.
scared to
There's
be
no
alone.
fear. No no. Oh
No?
please no,
No?
absolutely not. No.
I challenge you to move out then.
I understand that you can challenge me all day long. I'm not planning on taking your challenge because
See,
here
guys? He's
no here
afraid.
no no here's the thing. Here's the thing. When you live on your own, you get independent. You get
Yes. And
comfortable.
women, no, no,
No, no,
no,
you get
women want an
no, no,
independent
no, no,
man.
no, no,
They don't?
no, no, no. Hear
That's
me
news to
out. Hear
me.
me out. The comfortability will make you question things, and then you'll be like, but if the girl always comes over, or if I can just go there and there, your date nights are gonna stop of you going out because
That's not true. I go out
once again, we're not talking about you. I'm talking about in general.
in general.
Most of
Oh.
the men, what they do is they bring. So we're gonna finish on this. Actually, we have a few minutes left.
Yes.
So there's this dating ideology, and the dating ideology goes like this: first date, you take her out. Second date, you cook for her, and the third date, you bag her. Might have not been the most eloquent language to use, but that's the goal. 3 dates, right? First date you take her out, second date you show your place and you cook for her,
If
and the
she
third date,
doesn't kiss you by the third date, that means she is there for the food,
yeah,
ladies
no, I
and
don't believe in
gentlemen.
that. I actually don't believe in that.
It's
I
an
believe that
inside joke.
yes, I actually believe that people need to be comfortable. Sometimes they won't kiss you on the first date. Sometimes they'll kiss you in 6 months or 10 months or 12 months. But um, what I was gonna say is when you get too comfortable, the parents at home they will push you because they want the best for you. Without those parents there, the push goes away. You have to continuously push yourself, and that's fine. But that push tends to fall to the side because in life we have so many things that are constantly happening that we stop thinking about things that might matter. Money becomes more important. Getting a nicer house becomes more important, and so on and so forth. And we kind of forget what actually truly matters. And that's where the parents come in who constantly can remind us and push us to be a better version of ourselves. So I am sorry to cut this short. I'm sorry to finish this podcast. I'm sorry we didn't introduce you to our cool friend. We really wanted to. Hold on a second, hold on a second. Should we do the reveal?
Not yet.
Should we?
Not yet.
Should?
Not yet.
What do you think? No, no, no. Okay, cool. Guys, he promises. Yes, he promises. And the next one, he might reveal himself.
Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned.
We want to wish you a great week. We want to wish you a great night and have a wonderful and a blessed. Wow. God bless you. Have a wonderful and a blessed weekend.
Wait, wait. We're sponsored by this hand sanitizer. The company is called Ala Mason hand sanitizer, fresh lavender. This is a perfect time for Danny to use it because he just sneezed into his hand, touching the microphone, so not sanitized.
This guy honestly has OCD, apparently, as you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
see.
yeah. Sanitize your hands. There you go. Let the viewers see. Wash your hands, guys. Omicron is here. Mask up. This pandemic is not behind us, it's in front of us. And I would like to say stay safe, take care of yourself, love yourself, and enjoy life because life is too short for bad coffee. Thank you for joining us. This was another episode of Two Guys and a
Couch.
Peace.